How to make a wood gasifier burn barrel. Start off with an incinerator bin that I got at B&Q, and then on the top you just place this bin I got off of eBay, and then you have air holes in the bottom and on the sides that are already there, but you have this added bin on the outside so that hot air can creep up the outside and burn the smoke and give you a much cleaner flame. I'll now demonstrate by lighting it. Using a bit of oil-soaked paper to get it going, and a few sticks. I just dribbled a bit more oil in there to get it going, as it wasn't really catching, and now the bamboo stick has gone, and I spilled a bit of oil on the rim. So I'll take off of it. Just gotta leave it. Put more sticks in. Looks like it's going better than it is on the camera, but it's only burning one stick at the moment. But it is picking up. As that hot air gets in, it will start picking up rapidly. A minute later, and it's finally starting to catch well now. Once you see that roaring fire, you know it's not going to go out then. It's doing well. Once it gets to this side, it'll just keep burning now. The only way it'll go out is if you stop feeding it. But that's the case, no matter how big the fire. Next stage will be to watch the fire grow, and you should see flames start coming out of the holes. And I might have to move my phone further away. So it's really picking up now. Still on one side. Let's try throwing in these couple of bits of plywood. There we go. A little bit down. See a roaring fire. It's really picking up now. So a little bit of moisture dribbling out of some of them. Alright. Maybe when these sheets of plywood dry out, it'll give you nice loads of Woodgas. See that oil I dropped on the surface is starting to smoke a bit. There you go, the plywood is. You know it's damp, it's still making wood gas. But I'm not seeing hot air come out the holes yet. But the sides of the bin are heating up quite a bit, so it's warm to the touch. I wouldn't recommend touching it, it's quite hot. That shows the warm air is blowing on the fire nicely. And it's getting it going. You can see massive flames in there now. It's beginning. Didn't actually take long to start gasifying. It's making a good roaring noise. Throwing this plywood screen. It's really going now. Be careful not to scorch the trees. throw in a thin scrap of paper. Now it's really going. Now you can see there's not very much smoke. There's a little bit, but it's quite clean burn. Some of the smoke's from oil I accidentally spilled on the rim when I was getting it lit. You can see you get quite a good fire going off of. There's a big chunk of wood they're throwing. And let's see on the camera. See that big chunk of wood. Catch light. Keep the fire going a long time. See the flames just sort of go around it. You watch how clean it is, you can start to see flames coming around the outside of the rim now, which tells me that the smoke is starting to burn. Well, that was actually... See, it's made an Olympic torch worth of fire now. Oh, it's just really picking up now. It's a little bit too. I'm just heating up the sky. It's afterburner mode. And this is a poor man's solo stove. Oh, my phone's getting a bit hot. Better move it back a bit. You can see the fire's not that white in real life, but that's how it shows up on camera. I wonder if there's a setting that makes it dimmer, I don't know. It's easy to show fire really white. I can dim it for a picture. That's some serious flamage. I think this is one of the fiercest fire pits I've ever made. Seems to be making a rocket at the moment. So I find these big logs burn better if you take the bark off, but you can also burn the bark by itself. Seems to work better burning the bark by itself, and then you burn the log. You can't really see it at the moment. It just looks like a white hot inferno on the camera, but it is orange in real life, but it's fierce. And it's making a few smoke bits because I've got a lot of wood burning in there at once. But it's probably little soot particles. But I am burning it rather fiercely at the moment. Right, now it's calmed down a bit. Let's see whether it will burn this big chunk. It's mostly, it was recently cut down, but it's been out in the sun for quite a while. We had some decent sun. And there's a bit of bark on it. It's mostly dry. So let's dunk the piece of wood in, see how well it burns. Right, it's stuck on the top. Still hovering above the top of the fire for the moment. So I'll have to wait for that little notch to burn off. See what it does. Bottom of the wood is gasifying, but it's not properly in the fire pit yet. You can see the big piece of wood does burn slowly and steadily. I can smell a few fumes there, so I think it's reaching the limit of size of the pieces it can get without starting to make smoke, because I can, if I'm above the fire, my eyes start to water. So I do think it burns better if there's like a few small pieces to help it out. Dropped in a few pieces of cane and the smoke seems to have cleared right up, and now it's burning pretty fiercely again. Now the bamboo sticks have gone out, and the top is starting to gasify, as you can see.